What it do, YouTube? It's Lobo here, back with another video. Before we get anything, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell so you're notified anytime I drop any new content. Follow me on Instagram and Twitch at Lobo_SnapGod. All of the O's are zeros. If you want me to do any Illuminati breakdowns, Monarch Athlete breakdowns, donate to the Cash App at $LoboTV. Again, that is $L0B0TV. Alright, so today we're going to be talking about Lil Wayne. Because if you've noticed, over time, Lil Wayne has changed drastically in appearance. And some could say it's just the lifestyle he's lived, all the drug usage. I disagree. He looks noticeably different today. So there's a theory that Lil Wayne is a remake/clone version of King Tut due to his elongated back of the head, much like the Anunnaki skull. And that's why they say that the dreads cover it up. That's why Lil Wayne's always had dreads, so you can't see the deformity on the back of his head. And another thing worth noting is Lil Wayne's dreads have changed so much over time as well. At one point, they're on like a trajectory to look one way, where they've always looked like this style. This makes sense. In the most recent years, yeah, nah, man. You know you need to cut those things. Them dreads look like stale pork skins. That man got cheese puffs for dreads now. Just let him go. Basically, Wayne was never a real person, similar to John Benet Ramsey possibly playing the role of Katy Perry. And then when you look at the titles of Lil Wayne's albums, he had an album titled Rebirth, and you see this constant rebirth theme in music over and over and over. There's even an article, I think it was on MTV.com, talking about how the blonde hair signifies rebirth with a lot of these pop artists, hip hop artists as well. Another titled Funeral, signifying death. And then the most obvious one, I'm Not a Human Being, which there's a part 2 and there's a part 3 to drop at some point in the future. And on the cover of I'm Not a Human Being part 2, you see the monarch butterfly for MK Ultra, showing he's been put through the program. Just like a lot of these artists have been put through the program. From Playboy Cardi, ASAP Rocky, Young Thug, Lil Durk, the list goes on. And then when you get to Lil Wayne's album titled Free Weezy, it was a title exclusive. There's a song titled He's Dead. That's another hint he's been replaced, or wasn't even a real person. Like his entire backstory could have been fabricated. So what are the odds that he is legally Birdman's son? He happens to sign to him, and now legally he's his son as well. Seriously, what are the odds of that? And they use Lil Wayne so much to push different agendas, because Lil Wayne has had such a major influence, especially starting around 2008. Around like Carter 3, that's when he became a household name. Because that's when Static Major died, and then Lil Wayne went to that next level. Lil Wayne been around a long time. A very long time. That's when he started going fully mainstream. That's when he's doing them whack-ass rock albums and stuff like that. That's when you started hearing Wayne on all of these different collabs with different artists from different genres. That's when that happened. And you see the results was skinny jeans. I believe he's part of the reason why more black people skateboard now. It might be Nigel Houston, who knows. Not writing lyrics. That's another one. Lil Wayne and Jay-Z both were talking about they don't write. They just go in the booth and spit. And then not to mention lean. Lil Wayne was one of the first artists, obviously besides the Houston, Texas movement, that promoted lean usage. So Lil Wayne is a big time puppet. Then you look in the song Phone Home. There's a point where he says, "We are not the same, I am a Martian." Another hint. Then follows up later with, "We are not the same, I am an alien." Tell you, they put the blatant truth in these rap lyrics if you listen closely. Artists talking about they done sold they soul. Nas talking about he drank his piss and all this stuff. In the original, what was that? I'm a Man. I think it was in the original I'm a Man. From Jay-Z, talk about he's selling out. The list goes on. Kanye West. Just pay attention to what they're saying. They're not just saying it just to say something. They're telling you something. I personally believe Lil Wayne's been replaced multiple times throughout his career, though. Because you got to think about the many times he's been locked up and he's had multiple seizures because he has epilepsy. So anytime you see rappers getting arrested or going to the hospital, they always come out looking different. From Kanye West to Rick Ross. Like I did a video on that one. Go check it out. Rick Ross has been replaced. Check that out. Eminem, Britney Spears. Just they always come back looking different. Oh yeah, and if they go to rehab, they come back looking different too. And like I was saying at the intro of this video, Lil Wayne is drastically changing appearance, most notably his dreadlocks. They now have a wick Haitian style to them more so than in years past when they just look like regular traditional dreadlocks. Like now they're noticeably shorter too. And I'm not just talking about the area where he's going bald. I'm talking about his dreads overall just look noticeably shorter. His dreads used to go like down his whole back, whereas now they just a little bit past his shoulders. Also with his current dreads, peep the MK Ultra Blonde. Like I said, that butterfly on I'm Not a Human Being too. Peep that butterfly. The one thing that sticks out to me is that his nose looks different and his eyes look really dead. They don't look like it's a real person. Kind of like Eminem. When Eminem came back looking like a whole android. This is what Lil Wayne looks like. His eye just got bulgy out of nowhere. His eye used to be a little bit lower. Now they just really bulged out. That is not the same dude. The shape of his head has changed. If you look at the jawline, like that ain't the same dude. And there's at one point the 2012 VMAs, his eyes even shape-shifted. But they turned yellow. You got to remember, Lil Wayne was locked up last year and was pardoned by Trump. You know, when they go and get reprogrammed. Remember when Kodak was pardoned, he came out looking completely different, somehow taller, somehow slimmer. Looked like Kodak had a growth spurt in there. Lil Wayne, the same thing. Come out looking different. And then you think about the time Lil Wayne had a seizure back in 2019. He's had multiple seizures, but I'm talking about 2019. His show was canceled in Las Vegas on September the 3rd of 2019. And he was in Chicago. Now peep the gematria of this. Lil Wayne equals 38. Murder equals 38. He had a seizure in 2019. Seizure equals 103. He was taken to the Northwestern Memorial Hospital. Northwestern Memorial equals 103. Similar to when Rick Ross had a seizure. He had the seizure on September the 3rd, like I said prior, which is 24 date numerology, which was 24 days before his next birthday, which was September the 27th. This also translates to 3 weeks and 3 days till his birthday, and Masonry equals 33. So the numbers are already showing you that this was planned out, along with his arrest. A lot of the arrests in these rappers' careers is part of a storyline for their character. Because you ever notice they just get fishy charges out of nowhere? And it's usually before they start glitching up. It's like, nope, we got to arrest him. Kanye West glitched up on stage in Sacramento. Next day what they do, cuff him to a hospital bed. That ain't normal. So this has been Lil Wayne Has Been Replaced. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching. We are out.